bush burning from 222 to 44 in the period under review. Fires in vehicles and institutions also recorded a marginal decrease. Domestic fires in the first half of this year, however, increased to 270 from last year's figure of 246. PRO for the service in the Ashanti Region, DO3 Desmond Aka, explains the firefighting procedure in delivering on its mandate.
Out of the 622 that we have recorded this year, 435 were fires that before we even got to the scene, the public themselves have been able to extinguish. And that is a plus on our side, that even the effort that we have been putting in terms of reaching them with the message according to the fire safety is going down well. Just that some few recalcitrants are not adhering. That is why we are having these challenges, especially in our domestic setting. So with time, I know with a lot more effort, we'll be able to reduce it. We have set a target for ourselves to reduce fire and related incident by 60%. And so far, half year and still counting, we have done significantly 20% and more.
On Sunday, 2nd May this year, a 17-year-old died in the fire that ravaged part of Asafu Bibi slum near Cocoa Building in Kumasi. On the 24th of the same month, 3 persons died in a fuel tanker explosion at Onyinanufu in the Ahafo-Ano South-West District. The driver of the fuel tanker and his assistant, as well as 2-year-old boy living in the community, were burnt to death. Fire swept through some slums, including Dagomba Line, destroying property worth thousands of cedis. DO3 Desmond Aka explains measures to address fatalities and property loss being recorded.
As of June, we had lost about 9, as against the same period last year, 3. So it meaning that this time round, we are losing a lot more lives and a lot more properties to the fires that are occurring. It means that we have to change our strategies in terms of reaching out with our fire educational or safety messages, and for which we are much on course.
Kumasi Metropolis has 7 fire stations, with 2 of the tenders down. Despite logistical constraints, the service is targeting further reduction in fire cases, with focus on prevention and the training of the public in handling of fire. The service on 4 different occasions were threatened and prevented from accessing fire scenes, with the accusation of delays in responding to emergency calls. ACFO Henry Jiwa is pleading with the public to call the service promptly as the service adopts measures to address threats from the public.
We intend to mobilize the assemblymen, the imams, opinion leaders, and all that are involved as the zonal communities to explain our operational procedures to them, for them to also explain same to the community. So we organize a forum for all zonal communities, one after the other, and we'll explain to them. We also intend organizing a fire training and organized fire warden within those communities, so they can even start fighting the fires before we even get there.
Statistics from the Ghana National Fire Service shows over 6.9 million cedis more property was lost to fire in the first half of the year. For Joy News, Nanaya Ojima, Kumasi.